Welcome back. Welcome back to vinyl. Let's put this up or else I'll forget. Today we're going to compare, you see it in my hands here, it's the Vinylphyle. Let me show it right here. This is the 2026 Vinylphyle, which came out in mono and stereo, which is, you know what? That's hands down a great deal. You want to immerse yourself into this record, you get both, the mono and the stereo, and if you want, you can compare them, which is great. This one is, of course, mastered by Joe Nino Hernez, or I hope I say his name, I don't want to butcher it. The cool thing is that the stereo, you can see this, it comes with this awesome, you know, similar to like the Rhino Hi-Fi. The stereo was assembled in '96 from the Pet Sounds box set, which is over here. Let me show it. Right here, and glorious. Before we even get into the comparison, I have to say, in my opinion, this thing sounds fantastic. And I know it's not vinyl, it's CD, but when I heard this, like, I'd never been so close to Pet Sounds until I actually bought this. So this is a blessing that this exists, right? Now put this down. Now, the stereo from that 96, I believe, was pressed to vinyl, I think in 2016. Ron McMaster, he did a copy. I don't have that. Maybe one day I'll get that and do another comparison and make myself ill. And then 2017, Analogue Productions did their version, which is right here. And I think 2017, they have a 20, I'm getting so confused. They did a 33, and then, of course, later they did the 45 version, which is this copy here. And we're going to compare it to the stereo Vinylphyle, which is, again, from the 96 master. So both of these are from this 96 master, right? And we're going to compare a couple songs. I know I'm talking way too much, but this is in 4K. I will put a link to the 4K video in the description in case you really hate that YouTube compression. What else before we begin? We'll do the same songs as the last video. I paid for all these, so I didn't get these for free. These are not promos. And yeah, let me shut up and let us begin. We're going to do that first song, Wouldn't It Be Nice?
Oh, baby.
All right, let's talk about this real quick. You can instantly tell there is a big difference here. Some may say this Vinylphyle, the stereo, is very bright. That is true. It's got a bit more treble. And then this Analogue Productions, a bit more of this sort of mid-range, bassy boost in a way. I forgot to say this one is cut by Kevin Gray. So it's got that sound, right? And it feels like the top end has been shaved off, similar to like some of those UHQRs that they've released. That's what I'm hearing right now. You could tell like the drums on Wouldn't Be Nice. It really just jumps at you on the Vinylphyle, and it's kind of rolled off here on this Analogue Productions. Let's keep going. So switch this here. We'll do this. Next song. You Still Believe in Me? So that one's a bit more interesting. In a way, this Analogue Productions does sound warmer, but more full with bigger soundstage. Sounds great, you know, but the top end is a bit rolled off. While the Vinylphyle, again, a bit more top end, but not as wide of a soundstage as this Analogue Productions. Yeah, I think it's still... This one's tough. I wouldn't say like any of these comparisons to say like which one is like the best or better. That's not the point of any of this. It's just supposed to, you know, just listen, tell you what I'm hearing, and we'll keep going. So let me put this down here. I want to compare another track on each side. I think the next song we did was, the last video was God Only Knows. Hopefully it's on this. It's not. So let me put this aside and then I'll go get it. Hold up a second here. You gotta bear with me with this. All right. This is why I need 4 turntables. Okay, it's actually on side 3 here. And I believe God Only Knows is the first track on side 2, which is amazing. There we go. All right, let's get it queued up. Do 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 do. All right, Vinylphyle, here we come.
But long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you. About it. God only knows what I'd be without you. Believe me, the world could show nothing to me. So what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. Without you. God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without you. If you should ever leave me, so what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without. 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 God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be
Wow. I mean, very interesting. Again, the Analogue Productions got that top end a little bit rolled off, and it seems like the instruments in some ways like overpower the vocals. While this Vinylphyle, bit more brighter. In the mix, not as wide as the soundstage on here. Like you could clearly hear like some sort of like the echo on this, on the Analogue Productions versus like on this, it's a bit like taken back a bit. Let's keep going. Oop. I think this is I Know There's an Answer. Yep.
know so many people who think they I know so many people who think they can do it alone. Now what can you tell them? And what can you say that would make them defensive? I know there's an answer. What can you say that would make them defensive? I know there's an answer. I know now, but I had to find it by myself. Get through the day and waste all their thoughts at night. Now how can I come up and tell them the way that they live could be better? Now how can I come up and tell them the way that they live could be better? The way that they live could be better. I know there's an answer. I know now, but I had to find it by myself. But I had to find it by myself.
Very interesting here. I would say this Analogue Productions definitely fuller, wider soundstage. That vocal really pops out and almost sounds like it's like double tracked in a way when they're singing, like Brian or Mike Love. Like it sounds so much fuller. Again, the top end just a bit rolled off, and then here, definitely on the Vinylphyle, this is like brighter, not as big of a soundstage, but I don't think it's affected like me, not liking, the song. It's still very potent. Now, the next track here today is one of my favorite songs. Let me get that queued up.
It starts with just a little glance now. Right away you're thinking about romance now. You know you ought to take it slower, but you just can't wait to get to know her. A brand new love affair is such a take it slower, but you just can't wait to get to know her. A brand new love affair is such a beautiful thing. But if you're not careful, think about the pain just like a word. She made me feel so bad. She made my heart feel sad. She made my days go wrong and made my nights so long. You got to keep in mind, love is here.
Wow. That's very interesting. As you can see, you can hear, not see, here on the Analogue Productions, the top end a bit, rolled off again, and a bit more brighter on the Vinylphyle. Better, again, better soundstage for that one on the Analogue Productions, but then a little bit thinner. It seems like the mid-range is a bit scooped out on the Vinylphyle. So when that happens, a bit like, I wouldn't want to say like the MoFi EQ, the smiley face, you know, but it brings a bit more clarity than the mushiness of the Analogue Productions. That's what I'm hearing. You know what? We should just do one more for the hell of it. Sure, let us do it. Let's go there. Uno mas. And I believe this one's the instrumental, I think, right?
I keep looking for a place to fit in where I can speak my mind. And I've been trying hard to find the people that I won't leave behind. They say I got brains, but they ain't doing me no in where I can speak my mind. I've been trying hard to find the people that I won't leave behind. They say I got brains, but they ain't doing me no good. Yeah, I think I got something good going for myself, but what goes wrong? To go change things around. No one wants to help me look for places where new things might be found. No one wants to help me look for places where new things might be found. Each time things start to happen again, I think I got something good going for myself, but what goes wrong? Sometimes I feel very sad.
you know, that vocal outro, that coda, amazing. I mean, this is a masterpiece record. When I first heard this back in the 90s, it blew me away. For this to come out like a one person, Brian Wilson, to the music and the vocals, and wow, it's just, you know, spellbinding. Like, what can you say? Like, it's just amazing. Again, on the Analogue Productions, I'm hearing like a bit more top end rolled off, but again, fuller soundstage. Definitely, you get to hear more. Like the vocals really do like a kind of like a surround sound, and then a little bit more, you know, compressed in on this Vinylphyle, but more top end, more treble on it. So it's a very interesting comparison. They came from the same source. Like if we trust trust what they say, but they do sound different. That's one thing. Again, not saying which one's better, or the best, or, you know, the killer one, you know, the one that hits it to the ballpark, as they say, whatever. They just sound different, and what you prefer will be depending on your taste. So I want to say thank you for listening, watching me babble on about pet sounds. It's kind of crazy. Let me know what you think in the comments again. So thank you, and we'll see you next time. Next time, I'll probably do the ultimate comparison. Maybe we'll compare the CD, that 1996 CD, with either of these, and we'll do an original and just go completely nuts with the pet sounds, where you'll be so sick of these pet sounds videos, like you just can't take it anymore. But we'll see you next time.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when.